So what is going on, everybody? Today we're actually going to be going over one of the best ARs currently in Modern Warfare 2. Now, I won't go out and say this is the best AR, but I will say it might be the meta, it might be the best in the game at the moment because you get it so early on, and when you get a weapon so early on, it seems like that might be the best weapon, but there are a ton of ARs in this game, but this one right here is an absolute monster. I've hit some of my highest kill games in third person with this, and we are going to be building it specifically for third person Mosh Pit. So let's get into it. So if you look right here, look, we got this bad boy gold. Yes, this is our third weapon we're able to get gold. We currently have no mods on it, so what we need to do now is spec it, because as you guys have seen in the gameplay, it's a monster. This thing performs. This thing does what it needs to do, and I'm excited to show you how I have mine set up. So first things first, let's start off with the muzzle. So for the muzzle, I actually like going with the DX90. The reason why is because look at the benefits we get out of this. We get sound suppression, hey, that's all right, but we get bullet velocity, recoil smoothness, and recoil control, which is amazing for controlling a heavy recoil weapon like this. Now, you do lose a little bit of aim down sight speed, the aim walking speed, and aiming stability, but overall, this weapon is a monster to use. It's not hard to control, and highly recommend using the DX90 suppressor if you're going to use any suppressor at all. So now that we selected it, you see that we have the DX90. We still have 4 more mods we can put on this. Remember, there is a max of 5 you can use in Modern Warfare 2. So let's go with the barrel. So for the barrel, if we go right here, you'll see that we have the KASTOV-7 and then we have the 343. You can go with either one of these. Now, I was using the 343, liked it a lot, but I will tell you that the KASTOV-7 has a little bit more benefits to it. It gives you recoil control, hip recoil control, and bullet velocity, what you need with this weapon, because you're gonna fire from hip fire a lot in Modern Warfare. It's just the way it works, the way the game is set up, because in third person, you'll be hip firing, and even when you scope in, you'll come out and there might be someone behind you, turn around and you'll hip fire again. Now, the cons to this is you do get a little bit less movement speed, you do get a reduction in damage range, your hip fire accuracy is a little bit off, and your aim down sight speed is a little bit slower. But obviously, you guys know in third person, you don't have to really worry too much about that aim down sight speed. It doesn't really affect you as much. But I will tell you that I've noticed having hip recoil control over hip fire accuracy seems to work a little bit better for me, but I think they pretty much even out a little bit. Now, if you don't want to have the negative movement speed because you feel like it's slowing you down too much, then that's where you go with the 343, and you can actually get aim down sight speed, hip recoil control, and then you'll just lose the bullet velocity and the damage range, which you already had, and the hip fire accuracy. So you could choose between the two. I'm telling you, I play with the 343, hit some high numbers. I've also hit with the 406. So we're gonna put on the KASTOV-7 right here. Now we have the DX90, the KASTOV-7, and what else can we put now? I personally like going with the ammunitions with this one, and I like the high velocity. It's gonna give you that bullet velocity, so it's going to give you negative damage range. But the thing is, with this weapon, you're gonna be able to hit enemies. Your accuracy is gonna go up with this. If you look, the accuracy goes up when you hit bullet velocity. So when you're fighting those mid-range fights, you're winning those battles because of this. I like it. Let me know if you happen to use any ammunition on yours. But yeah, high velocity, I like that ammo for this one because we actually have enough on there. The next thing we're gonna go to, we still have 2 more mods. We're actually gonna go to the underbarrel, and my favorite currently is the VX Pineapple. I think this actually works great for third person because look, it gives you hip fire accuracy, hip recoil control, recoil steadiness, and aiming walking steadiness. So a lot of benefits for third person. The only downside to this is aim down sight speed. Like I said, that really affects when you're aiming down sights when you're going to first person, which you don't have to really worry about too much when you're playing third person, and then hip walking speed. So a lot of pros, barely any negatives, and this is going to be one of the pieces that you see me use on mine. So currently we have the ammunition, the high velocity, we have the VX Pineapple underbarrel, we have the DX90 muzzle, we have the KASTOV-7 barrel, and finally, for number 5, I personally don't like the lasers, optics. I actually like the stocks, and we actually have this one over here, which is the RPK Factory gives us more aiming stability and more recoil control. Because if you guys can control the recoil on this weapon, it's a monster, and that's what you really want for it. So you do lose a little bit of crouch movement speed. Hey, no biggie. Aim down sight speed, like I said, it hasn't really affected me. You do lose a little bit of sprint speed and aiming walking speed. Now I will tell you, losing sprint speed here and then also losing it on the barrel might be a little bit, because not sprint speed, you movement speed. So you might want to use the 343. I'll let you guys decide what you want, but ideally this is the setup. Hold on, let's go back, sorry. This is the setup right here. It's a monster, guys. Probably one of the better ARs in the game, and if you spec it out like this in third-person mosh pit, you will not be disappointed. I'm telling you guys are gonna like it. You're gonna have fun with it. And as you guys see in this gameplay, straight domination, man. I've been going off with this, and it sucks that I have to level up my other guns, because I really just want to use this one for right now because it's so powerful, so good. But I've been trying to get gold in my other weapons, so I can't do that, right? I can't really choose to just stick to one AR at the moment. But I will tell you, this has been a beast of a weapon, and the 762 is my favorite. Now I'll tell you, if we go back and you look at how I have this spec'd out real quick, for everything else, for my secondary, run whatever you want. I actually have a combat knife. Then you can run a stim, flash grenade, really up to you. I definitely love the frag grenades. And then for the Phantom package, I personally have been using Battle Hardened, Double Time, Cold Blooded, and Ghost, because my perk package isn't done yet. But it's close, because what I plan on doing is going Double Time, Scavenger, Cold Blooded, and then instead of Overclock, which I can't change just yet, I'm almost there, I'm gonna put Ghost. So that is how I'm gonna run it. And then what I'll do with that, instead of this munitions box, you won't need this anymore, I'll run Dead Silence. So this is exactly how I would have my setup. And ideally, I will tell you guys, if you guys aren't running Cold-Blooded and Ghost, you guys are probably getting killed by those kill streaks or being spotted. So Cold-Blooded is essential for me. Ghost is another essential one. A lot of people run other things, but for right now, that's what I've been running, and I've been killing it. I've been having a lot of fun. So I wanna know, which perks do you guys enjoy when you guys are running your class setups? But yeah, this is it right here, man. If you guys want to see more class setups, all you need to do is leave a thumbs up on the video. It helps me out. Comment down below, say hey, you appreciate these videos, and let me know how you have your perk package. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Appreciate this one, appreciate the love. I'll see you guys in the next one, but until then, hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.
Reload!